on 169 Wood Road, Durban, for a period of 36 months in terms of Section 1163 of the Local Government Municipal Finance Management Act number 56 of 2003. Committee recommends.
Thank you very much, City Manager. There are speakers, councillors on this.
Item 4 to state of the posting of the 27. Committee recommends.
Two speakers from the TA, Councillor Ming, from 6 councillors. So Kabase.
Yeah, now finding my okay. If you look at 70, just clarity, Speaker, with regards to the item says 600, but other financial invitations will see 6 million. So we just need clarity from right? Thank you.
That's the comment.
I think kune era ekhona kufanele to see to try some see nasi uthekile asibani sizosta but 27 sibonge kakhulu sifisa ukuthi-ke icebo esicelayo ukuthi sithi ingene kuma-agreement akhona abhaliwe la sivume city manager ukuthi udoctor ukuthi masisayinele ukuze nathi sibe soba kuyona siyazi-ke ukuthi ukufika kwayo ishiya okuningi 600,000 zokuzuza ngakho ngoba kuzokuswa izinda kuphinde futhi kungiswe indawo ezodlalelwa ngakho sithandwa ngakhona makudlalwa futhi mathonje kakhulu abantu so sikhathi siphinde futhi sithole nokuthi ne-transport ukuthi ngiyafisa-ke ukuthi siyabantu basitheli sibe ngaphandle sifikelwa siyivumele kakhulu ukuthi Inkosi manager kulolusa cities azosta ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. So that's yeah. It's fair to be questioned by asking me to decide on the item.
I can clarify it, Honorable Speaker. It is 600,000 and not 6 million. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for that clarification, City Manager. Councillors, recommendations on page 77 are all approved. With that said, we agree. Thank you. City Manager, councillors, we are going to for lunch at 1:30. We are going to for lunch at 1:30.
Item number 5, Honorable Speaker, is the report of economic development and planning from the meeting which was held on the 8th of the 6th, 2026. Item 5.1, request for authority to enter into a memorandum of understanding between EThekwini Municipality, KwaZulu-Natal, Oils Group, and Department of Economic Development, Tourism and Environmental Affairs. Committee recommends.
No speaker will
This item on page 8, item 5.2 is the request for approval the final draft 2025-26, 26-27 Municipal Special Development Framework Review Committee recommends.
Plus, Councillor.
The document
integrate and community inclusion. But the problem in EThekwini is not the wording of our planning document. The problem is in the municipality does not follow these principles on the ground. We are told that the MSDF must guide lawful and integrated development. Yet in Phoenix, housing projects are being pushed through while residents feel completely ignored. There is no for public participation, no proper transparency, and no respect in the of schema. And when complaints are raised, the standard answer is there is a building plan. Speaker, a building plan is not a blank check. It does not erase compliance. It does not erase public participation. It does not erase traffic impact. It does not erase water requirements. It does not erase sewer water capacity. It does not environmental where applicable. And it does not erase law enforcement. These matters require oversight of development planning, youth development planning, land use management, settlements, sanitation, roads, stormwater, environmental planning, metro police, and the city manager's office. Complaints raised to these departments are either responded to, there is a building plan. That is why residents have lost trust. You cannot put a glossy spatial framework to council and chaotic developments with the infrastructure side.
Thank you very much, Councillor.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, City Manager, and Legal Fraternal, all protocol observed. It is not. It is only a bit of panic. We present to you MSDF review of 2026-2027 for adoption. The MSDF is reviewed annually, and the MSDF of the 5-year SDF cycle, that is from 2023 up to 2026-2027. The review before us covers but not to status of informal settlement, social housing, and housing projects planned and completed. To MEC comments and response, State of the Nation Address of 2025, February 2026, State of the Province Address 2025 up to April 2026, updates to sector and line departments text for 5 years project, land use trends updates, monitoring and evaluation. Council adopted 2027-2028. This review is also informed by public comments following extensive public participation exercise undertaken during March and April 2026. The revisions and updates are necessary to ensure alignment with the SPLAMA as well as the IDP to help advance the EThekwini Municipality's development agenda. Ladies and gentlemen, vast colors, honorable councillors, they support this item. Thank you.
That's all right. Consensus. The conditions of it. Abstain.
Will abstain.
Okay, let's record that.
And the Freedom Front,
Thank you for confirming.
Freedom Front
as
again.
well. Against, thank you. Next item, City Manager.
Item 5.3. Request for authority to approve the annual review of the EThekwini Municipal Land Use Scheme, comprising of 5 sub-schemes: Central, North, South, Inner West, and Outer West. Committee recommends.
Thank you very much, City Manager. 3 speakers, Councillor Anipen, you're number 1. From the IFP, Councillor Paskin, you're number 2. With your minutes from Independent, is Councillor Punzo. In that order, Councillor Anipen.
Point of order, Speaker. That's not Councillor Baskin, but Councillor Alice Govender will speak on 5.3.
Governor.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the IFP will spend record 2 concerns. Mr. Speaker, Phoenix continue to respond to the development of and sports field. Currently, the center existing developments at the same time, the environment and also protection. Residents are equally concerned by the absence of consultation. As a zoning cannot is a institutional
and must remain central to all planning decisions. The IFP therefore calls for a complete review
of the housing policy to strengthen national participation seats. Housing developments affecting be addressed. Finally, the city must free the to restore confidence.
the confidence of the city and its ratepayers completely. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Govender.
Honorable Chairperson, this item pushes Phoenix without addressing 3 no infrastructure plan. 5.3 proposes more dedication. There is zero infrastructure upgrade. Phoenix private developments continue to be tapping into old and failed sewer, city and road networks. No have been questioned. Health services in Phoenix can support 5.3. There has been a loss of community assets without consultation. There's been no proper rezoning and no consultation with Phoenix Ratepayers Associations, civics, and residents. Sports fields, play lots, open public space, and demos areas are being lost to development. This directly contradicts the goal of a caring and livable city. The SIU report of 2023 ignored. The SIU completed an investigation into the Phoenix housing in 2023. To date, the city manager and municipality have not implemented its findings. The SIU found irregular approvals, developments without capacity, and irregular use of public land. We cannot consider items like 5.3 while ignoring these findings. Our proposal is a bulk infrastructure upgrade plan for Phoenix or the north area is still an audit of impacted public open space, sports fields, and demos areas is done with proof of consultation. A progress report on the SIU report dated 2023 that the findings are tabled. Ward-based public participation in Phoenix stakeholders is held. We cannot support development without services, and we cannot ignore the SIU report.
Thank you very much, Councillor Govender.
Greetings. Or the city, you can't say you are to support the volunteer scheme because that scheme does not development at all. A speaker scheme is the city municipality's prime tool for managing land use in the municipal area. forms part of the broader land use management system required in terms of the Special Plan and Land Use Management Act, the SPLUMA. Legislation requires schemes to be reviewed every 5 years. The municipality undertakes a review process to ensure that the scheme is responsive to changing development trends, policy shift, and legislative requirements. The 2026 review several key amendments. Fuel campus and single response to increased pressure of establishment. Further amendments include to support finishing to legislation to the provisions regulating tax shops as a shops within residential areas. To facilitate approvals. It's undergone extensive participation. That has because there's never participation. The councillors can attest that is undergone extensive public participation during April and 2026 and is received shape the final draft. The review response to the change as trends. This also helps the municipality respond to changes legislation has which to be reflected in the scheme. So, Speaker, the ANC supports the recommendation. I thank you.
Thank you very much, councillors. Recommendations on page 24. They are all agreed.
Abstain, Speaker.
As the Freedom Front does as well.
Okay. Thank you. Next item, Mr. Manager.
Item 5.4, Speaker, Inkosi Albert Luthuli, ICC, trading as the Durban ICC, requests authority to call for nominations to fill the non-executive director vacancies. Committee recommends.
Thank you, City Manager. The recommendations is for approval on page 85. They are agreed, councillors.
Agree.
Thank you. Next item.
Item 5.5, a request for authority to approve conditions for the display of election and campaign event posters for 2026 local government elections. Committee recommends.
Two speakers, EFF, Councillor Ndlovu, ANC, Councillor Luthuli. In that order. Kacheni.
Speaker, Sebonga is covered. Thanks.
Thank you, Councillor Luthuli. Okay, thank you, Pemba. No. Are the resolution agreed?
Agreed.
You proceed, System Manager.
On page 88, item 6 is the report of the Trading Services Committee from their meeting, which was held on the 17th of the 6th, 2026. Item 6.1, request for authority to register the servitude for Kuala Farm Trunk Sewer project. Committee recommends. Let's do it for a while. Interest. Yes, item 7 is the direct expo reports. Report number 1 on item 7 is amendment to the integrated development plan and the 2025-2026 organizational service delivery and budget implementation plan. Committee recommends.
Recommendations on page 9 to the bottom of the page. The order agreed, councillors. Okay, thank you. The question. Next item, okay. Right. I will invite His Worship the Mayor to table the second report of the Executive Committee on page 91. Your Worship.
Thank you, Somlomo. Allow me to table the second report of the Executive Committee. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Deputy Mayor. City Manager, may please present the item.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The second report is from the EThekwini meeting of the 2nd of the 7th, 2026. Report number 1 is the report of the Governance and Human Resources Committee from their meeting, which was held on the 11th of the 6th, 2026. Item 1.1, review of EThekwini Municipality's recruitment and selection policy to align with the municipal staff regulations. Committee recommends.
Thank you. A few speakers, Councillor Mthetho from DU, Agaya Mthetho, Councillor Tanchai from I, then Councillor Jai from.
Is it not me instead of Mtetwa?
I actually know to. As Mthetho. Bye. That's census. Councillor Janka is on the floor. Democracy.
So when you speak, Anjay. Thank you, Speaker. As the LP, we in a community leader. And when we are talking about such a recruitment, the policies, please, not what it is on paper only. It must also be what is happening. Because abantu bakithi sebeqala ukudibana noku-aplya, because each and every week there will be like posts advertised, but people are not getting employed. Seriously, we don't understand which system we're using. I hope this policy is gonna sort it out and make sure that wonke umuntu gets a fair chance. And it's very disappointing if one applies, you don't even get a response saying that why you were not even invited for the interview, knowing the fact that you qualify for the post, just for an easy post for a general worker, but you will find that people are not even being called. So I hope this policy will sort all the problems that we are facing as EThekwini Metro. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor.
No, Siyabonga kakhulu, Honorable Speaker. We know to onke concerns are resolved. I-policy la izo strengthenisha and to ensure that there is transparency and accountability. But most important is to align ourselves with the apps. So I do, however, want to register that, Honorable Speaker, every 2 weeks, almost every 2 weeks, the municipality advertises posts, and then later on, and I'd like to believe that all of us here do receive appointment circular. So it's not true that the municipality is not employing people. About more than 4 million la eThekwini ngeke uzubazi bonke. CNC ke sayisupporta ukuthi approve le policy. I thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. to see if we are 98. Are the permissions approved? No. Okay. So that we can record accordingly. We are voting for this item. We are voting for this current social position, security. They are closing the phone. We are now voting on page 91, 92. The recommendation is there. Those who are in support, raise your report. I would like to and see and so German they have shirt 1 minute. But then those who are voting against
Twice.
to vote with us. Those who abstain. Those who abstain. Thank you very much. Is it clear what Councilor McDonald's speaker did he say? Agree with the NC. Voting. When he was voting, it was for the second time. We can draw up this long post lunch. Yeah, I'm not good. Thank you. Those who are supporting the numbers 1 only. Those who vote against the numbers 41. There will not be abstain. Therefore, the machines will be carried through. Thank you, City Manager. You may proceed. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. 1.2, page 93. The next item is 1.2, page 93. Is the proposed letter of intent between the city of EThekwini and the cities of Sochi and St. Petersburg in the Russian Federation. Committee recommends. Speakers on the item. Yeah. Yeah, no, the speakers are the Sochi. Yes. Thank you. This exam is 1.9. Formalization of a sister city relationship between the city of EThekwini and the city of Qingdao, People's Republic of China. Committee recommends. What's the
Thank you, Speaker. Once again, person will wish to appreciate the fact that as EThekwini, we are extending the relationship with other cities or with other countries. But with concerns, we know what the current moment we are facing
ama-challenges whereby the policies that we are having sizothembela kwabezomthetho-ke wethu ukuthi baqinise ngempela when you are having such relationships, because it's very much disturbing when abantu abaqhamuka ngaphandle coming to us ukuthi bazo-assista with the economy within our cities, and then they are exploiting our communities, our people. Baze bamenze basebenze za-night work la bezothola khona ukuthi sebevalelwe even ey'ndaweni zokusebenza due to the fact ukuthi fanele baze basebenze ama-overtime. Employer the people that are illegal immigrants. Nayo sizocela ukuthi if they are coming having the sister relationship, abaqale ngabantu bethu ngala South Africa and pay them salaries ngokwesishini legal, not uzonika abantu bakithi ama-peanuts because they know ukuthi they need umsebenzi. We will be watching every move, every step to make sure that our people are treated fairly. The sister relationship is welcomed, but we are watching them.
Thank you, Councillor.
There's absolutely no need to watch them. The sister just expired. Right? That's a relationship matter. And the reason for us to do this, it is for very sharp. It's reasons. The city is a coastal city like ourselves. When it comes to oceanographic technology, so we are strengthening this relationship so that it benefits us as we are also a coastal city with the easiest port in Africa. As the ANC, we support this, I think.
Thank you very much, councillors. I think approach. Agree. Item Honorable Speaker on question item 1.6. Request for 1.4. Five. When page 95, we specifically out of this block without going to Argentina. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Apologies. It's page 95, item 1.4. Majority to establish a sister relationship between the city of EThekwini and the city of Bahia Blanca, Argentina. Thank you to the comments. Councillor Shange, ANC, Councillor Kuzwayo.
Thina nje-IFP siyayisupport i-item, kodwa Speaker besiyocela ukuthi sekwenzekile konke ukuthi i-item ukuthi sizoyiphasisa la namhlanje. Siyocela ukuthi siwathole nama-reports sekwenzekile konke ukuthi-ke sisuke saya la sesila manje. Speaker njengoba sihleli la as ama-councillors asihlalele thina but sihlalela abahlali baseThekwini. Siyithatha zifaka abahlali baseThekwini. So sithi besiyocela ukuthi masiriphothele back singagcini sesibona iy'thombe social media ukuthi nje sasiphasisa sekuphasisiwe sasitshele Speaker ukuthi i-council iyayiphasisa. So besiyocela ukuthi-ke basisize basinikeze ama-reports. Siyabonga kakhulu Speaker.
Thank you, Councillor Kuzwayo.
So when the yellow speakers ANC, we support that.
Thank you. Listen, councillors, for lunch. Expected almost two. Let's pray. Almost two. Thank you very much. Yes. 25. Just maintain order. Just maintain order. Uh, No distraction. Yeah. Thank you very much, Stephen. That was the next item. Thank you very much, the speaker. Item 1.5 on page 96. The item is about the formalization of a sister city to establish an overarching understanding between the EThekwini Municipality and the city of Shiri in the People's Republic of China. Committee recommends. Thank you very much, speakers. Thank you. And
Greetings, colleagues and viewers. Speaker, here comes formalization of sister city to establish an understanding between EThekwini Municipality and the city of the People's Republic of China. Investment accelerates economic growth to expand economic opportunities for the South Africans, fair labor practice and with modern participation in the economy. Foreign investors must make sure citizens and standardize legal requirements in South Africa. They must comply with local laws and municipal bylaws. Let us work together to build a prosperous city that is lawful, compassionate, and secure. Let us protect our borders while preserving human dignity, and let us enforce our laws upholding value of Ubuntu that is define who we are. Ukwakha ubudlelwano obuhle namazwe angaphandle ngenhloso yokuhwebelana nokuthuthukiswa komnotho akube yiyona kube yisona isizathu sokukhala ubudlelwano kwenzeka okuphambene nalokho. Foreign investors asingatholi esenamandla ukudlula umthetho waseNingizimu Afrika, asingawatholi eseqasha abefika abangenazwe lezimvume. Let us put South African first priority. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you.
Ngoba ngenza iphutha mangona umqondi kaKhansela esekhuluma kahle kanjena. Njenge-ANC siyamsupport.
Yeah, thank you. Councillors. Agree. Next item is item 6 on page 98. Request for government to establish an understanding between the EThekwini Municipality and the Scotland Research Institute. Committee recommends. Thank you, the recognition of councillors. Thank you. Next item 1.7. Approval of revised EThekwini Municipality Assisted Education Policy. Committee recommends.
Page 100, item 107. Word. Recommendations on page 101.
The approved councillors.
Thank you. Next item.
Item 1.8. Approval of revised EThekwini Municipalities Custom Relations Management Policy. Committee recommends. Thank you very much, Councillor. Number 1. Israel AC number 2.
Sibonga Sangulani. As I feel besicela ukwenza i-reference back on this one.
Okay, speed up the phone.
Chai chai. It's me.
Sure, councillors, you see this reference back to item 8 to be referred to the relevant committee for further consideration following advice on further advice is required, and the proposal to refer back this item for workshop to be convened on the item is in compliance with the rules, Councillor Kuala, then seconded by Councillor Jai. Now, proposal has been moved and seconded and is in compliance. Is the proposal supported by councillors? There is an objection. Now, Councillor Kuala, can I give you, because we are voting now. Yeah. Councillor Kuala?
It's the small
Yeah.
very sensitive item. With the policy, they're supposed to address customers' issues and clarify most of the issues that are affecting or by the city's citizen. I can mention the few. One, meter reading is one of the crises our city customers are facing. Two, tariffs hike, especially with financial years, is also a confusion to most customers. Hence, some parties are against the budget. Three, quotation plans like initial support is also part of customer relations policy of citizens to have clear understanding for such policy reviews or revised policy. I thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Councillors to vote because not all council members are in support of the proposed reference back. We have to observe our rules of order. And on the item, so there's no who are closing the door. Secretariat, we are taking your position so that it would be easier for us to capture numbers. I will start with those who are in support of the reference back as I have read it. Those who are in support of the reference back.
Sister. Yes, usuvotile. Let's get the GM again. Thank you, Sisa. Those that decisions. Thank you for voting with us, Brandon. Somebody likes to. Okay.
Siyabonga. Those who abstain.
This is some more.
Those who are in support, the number is 51. Those who are voting against, the number is 71. Those who abstain, the number is 18. Therefore, the proposed reference pack is not being supported by council. Thank you very much. We'll now go back to the substantive item. Councillor Kwala, do you want to debate the item?
Yes, Islam. Thokoze ukuthi sesixoxile sizama ukubonisana kodwa-ke asiphume lento eya-forward esifisi kodwa-ke akunaqala ngoba izoba i-customer after umhla ka-4 kitchen council bekufuneka i-workshop ezoclarifya isibalulekile councillors ngoba sikhuluma nge-consequence management police engekho emkhandlwini namanje sokhuluma nge-customer relations police okumele si-understand siphonde ama-officials njengabantu abadlala noma abadayisa amakhansela thina as councillors singawu-understand umsebenzi wethu as workshopped uku-understand ngoba information is very much important kodwa kumele abantu abaningi TQ umsebenzi kubuya ngazi ukuthi usuyaxoza noma usuyantengentenge understand attend all the customers servants IFP. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor. Then Kuzwayo.
Very much, Honorable Speaker. My fellow colleagues to paragraph. To the first paragraph, and then a subparagraph is A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. If you took time to read the agenda, then you would know what we are trying to address. But further to that is that this policy was first introduced in 2008, and then it was reviewed in 2019. We reviewed again technological advancements that the municipality has introduced. Like as you can see, it's written on the report that with the introduction of Oracle CX, there are some changes to how we operate and how we do things. I'll give you a simple example, Honorable Speaker. Before 2016, we did not have WhatsApp as a form of communication as a municipality. And other that you've since introduced. Now we have WhatsApp for different service delivery units. Like there's WhatsApp for water, for electricity, etc. That are new. So this policy is just trying to assist us to ensure that this is put into one basket and we are able to control the usage of it and how we interface with our customers. By the way, Councillor Kwala, most of the councillors who are here are also customers. That is why Ethics charges them for not paying their bills. So indeed, this still applies to us even now. On the point of the workshop, so let's look at it because some accounts are number hostel, but I'm not showing.
workshop uzobakhona. Ama-council committee have been notified. I'd like to believe this is one of the policies that are going to be discussed in workshop. We took a decision that as a committee, we are going to have workshops on any policy meeting being updated. So there's definitely going to be a workshop, but we're not going to wait until that workshop for us to approve this. So we are begging your indulgence that let us approve this policy. It is strengthening the work that we do of ensuring that there's oversight over this municipality. And as a body that has given the task of developing the policy, we are doing exactly that. As the ANC, we support this policy. I thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Thank you very much, councillors. The recommendations on 8.1 at the bottom. Agree. Thank you. Right, Mr. Manager. Thank you. Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. This item is on page 103. Is the report of economic development and planning committee from their meeting, which was held on the 18th of the 6th of 2026. Item 2.1, a request for authority to enter into a memorandum of understanding between the city and FUZE Business Initiative for Capacity Development and Infrastructure Development Support at the Cottonlands and Ottawa Agri-Park Incubator. Committee recommends. Thank you, City Manager. Are the resolution approved? Thank you. Next item. Item 2.2, request for authority to approve final publication of the EThekwini Municipality's Biodiversity Protection Bylaw. Committee recommends. Page 106, are the resolution approved? Thank you. Page 107, item 3 is part of the direct ESCO reports. The report is about the update on the investigation of notices of motion carried by the municipal council. Committee recommends. The report is for notice is noted. Yes, please, Mr. Speaker. Okay, well, there's one speaker on the IFP.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I will note this report that we with once a notice of motion is adopted by Council under Section 18 of the Rules of the Bylaw, it becomes a resolution of Council. And in terms of this, and in terms of the Local Government Municipal Systems Act of 2000, the municipal manager is responsible for implementing council decisions. It's therefore unacceptable that motions adopted as far back as 2024 remain under investigation. We have also observed that officials frequently confuse notices of motion under Section 18 with questions to council under Section 27 of the Rules of Order bylaws. These are entirely different processes with different legal consequences. Council resolutions cannot remain for years without implementation. The IFP therefore calls on the city manager to establish a proper tracking and monitoring mechanism, assign accountability to the relevant departments, and ensure that council resolutions are implemented within reasonable timeframes. Council decisions must be respected, enforced, and reported on regularly. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Is the thank you. Honourable Speaker, page 113, item number 4 is the report of the Human Settlements Engineering and Transportation Committee from their meeting, which was held on the 15th of the 4th, 2026. Item 4.1, request to amend Council Resolution dated 4 May 2016 and proposed disposal of proposed FA, being a consolidation of Evan 2952 and 209, All Phoenix Industrial Park in extent of 4.3539 hectares by direct negotiations to the adjoining owners on plan number SH9664C. Committee recommends. Thank you, Mr. Manager. Councillors, we are on page 115. The report is here for approval. Is the report agreed, councillors? Good, thank you. Next item. Item 5 is the update on the implementation of resolutions adopted by Municipal Council during Q3, which ended on the 31st of March 2026. Committee recommends. Page 118.
118. There is one speaker on item 5, Councillor Jane Ido, IFP.
Withdraw, Speaker.
Okay, thank you. Councillors, the recommendation is on page 19. The report is here for noting. Is report noted? Thank you. Next item, Mr. Manager.
Item 6 is the update regarding addressing the 2021-2022 material irregularity relating to the implementation of the expanded public works program. Committee recommends.
Thank you, Mr. Manager. The speakers here. The first speaker is Councillor Bertha from the D, followed by the IFP, Councillor Q, the last speaker from the.
We'll keep it quite short. We are elated that it come to this to account. One will recall that this is not the first time that we speak on this matter. The last time I had a total different outcome, and instead of listening, we were asked to leave the chamber. And it's taken a minister from a different party, and notably so the official opposition, to put this in motion. It's been flagged by the AG for years without any reaction, and we're glad that the city is now heeding this. And we also take note that it did start a while ago. It didn't start yesterday, but we are glad that it's changed, and it will also reflect in the next report where figures actually do come out, where we started with 5,800 and it's reduced to 1,082. One will tell that 4,000 are not all ghost employees. But yes, we are definitely of this accountability, because at the end of the day, we're working with vacancies, and we're also working with humans, real humans, live humans. And those, they should not be double dipping, and they should not be benefit at the cost of the most vulnerable. So the leaders says thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, the expanded public works program plays a vital role in poverty alleviation, creation of opportunities for young people and the marginalized in communities. However, the AG's adverse findings reveal a stark contrast to the program's purpose and its implementation. Instead of uplifting vulnerable communities, this program entrenched public disillusionment. Payments made in the absence of timesheets caused workers in the system double dipping and weak internal controls, which aided the exploitation of the program. These are not administrative oversights, but serious government failures. The corrective measures contained in the report are inadequate. Perpetrators of wrongs exited the system. Cases opened with SAPs and letters of demand do not demonstrate meaningful consequence management. There is an absence of visible progress on investigations, no successful civil recovery of funds, and no meaningful reforms. These actions can be perceived as procedural rather than substantive. Senior management and directors are not taken to task and raise concerns about whether accountability has been applied fairly and consistently, and enabling the rot to remain in the system to resurface in different forms. Speaker, this report does very little to restore public confidence or demonstrate a genuine commitment to clean governance. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Councillor Naito. Councillor Mvumo.
Sibongo somlomo njengoqembu le-EFF sifuna ukuthi siyayamukela and siyayinotha i-report le phambi kwethu, and kuyasijabulisa ukuthi abantu laba ekuyibona batholakala after investigation ukuthi babenza ubugebengu kule program ebaluleke kangaka i-PWP, bakwazile ukuthi ba-identifywe and kwaba khona uhlelo lokuthi kuvulwe amacala and kube khona nohlelo le-recovery. So siyabonga lokho somlomo, and siyabonga futhi ukuthi uhlelo olusha luyaqinisekisa ukuthi i-program ngendlela esizorana ngayo sekunama-measures ababekile ama-controls in place to ensure ukuthi there is no repetition of our findings ayekade esole u-Auditor General. Bese-ke siyacela-ke ukuthi u-Minister lapha kwa-Public Works njengoba kade besayishaya isifuba nje obaba uBechte ukuthi bayifake phela imali kule program because ibizwa nge-EPWP igama le-grant leli. So la kufanele iqhamuke from nalapha imali ku-national government kungagcini sekuyisisi esifaka kakhulu imali kule program. Siyabonga.
Thank you very much, councillors. Recommendations on page 112 is for noting. What is noted, councillors? Thank you. Item 7.
Item 7, request for authority to extend the existing contract of the beneficiaries under the expanded public works program for a period of 6 months with effect from the 1st of July to the 31st of December 2026. Committee recommends.
Thank you, City Manager. Councillor Opa, number 3, with the notes from the independent donated. Councillor Ndovu, number 4. Councillor Mieni, 5, donated by the ANC. Order the first.
Hey, very controversial subject. Everybody wants to speak on it. But yeah, let's kick off with it. And that's the reason why we asked for the two to be separated. Because one cannot, in the one instance, Councillor Sokobasi also wants a name on the list. It sounds like she missed. But that's why we asked for it to be separated, because in the one side, you are specifically asking that the municipality account for the expenditure and for sheets and for ghost employees and for double and for officials and all that. So yes, we're definitely in favor of that. But now we come to the other side of it and we say, well, now we also want to extend it. But let me just show with the house the expenditure that the municipality has incurred as opposed to what came from the grant, and taking into account that this grant was initiated and the program under the stewardship of the ANC. Now, as maybe, and the motivation that it brings to some, we have to see what the expenditure was and the contribution from the grant, and the rate of EThekwini to sustain this program. 5,800 employees on this program, grantees, some, like I said, few posts. The contribution from national was just on 80 million. The municipality went up to 160 million. The cost was 41,000. It goes to 2021. They up the ante slightly national, and we had another 18 million on top of that. The cost is 54,000. It gives it to 4,538. Maybe some of those costs went up. The grant funding drops to only 61 million, and then it's on top of that. So now 200 million, and then 61 million. Before, they dropped to 60 million. 60 million on top of that. Up to 65,000 rand grantee. And then 425, which is the big one. Recipients to 989, and national gives us 80 and 92 at the most to 112,000 rand per person. So that is what it started at. In the present, we've got on the table, we drop it to 1,082 recipients. The contribution considered national and but the stands at 92,000. So that is 2.5 times grass. The contribution from national over this period of 6 years was 37 million, and the city that two-thirds more on 740 million contribution from the right side. And that also been we agree to we decided to extend it further. Now, we have to have sympathy of these grants and the work that it creates. But if we go down in the street and we see a breakdown in this report of these recipients are deployed, and if councillors have to be honest, that you really see these people on the street, you can make a full contribution and actually participate in reducing the crime and the grime instead of just if you're lucky enough to see riding in the back of a truck without any equipment and so forth and so forth and so forth. So here are budgeted for it in the 26-27 budget, yes, quite rightly so. But essentially, you have to draw the line in the sand. The Minister of Public Works has a revised program that they're hoping to implement, and we find the city should consider falling in line with that. Yeah, that's much more controlled, much more transparent, and actually seeks to transfer skills because it's actually to us a slap in the face or ink on our face that so many of these people have not skilled but are still exactly what they started at the time. They have not gone out, they have not increased their skills, they have not established their own businesses, they are still merely grantees. The DA cannot support this program. Thank you, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, the IFP supports the proposed 6-month extension of the EPWP with reservations. The extension is consistent with the objectives and guidelines of the expanded public works program, which seek to empower vulnerable beneficiaries, provide temporary income support, and support service delivery objectives. The discontinuation of the program had significant social and economic implications for vulnerable households that depend on these opportunities. However, the IFP is its concern on the program increasing reliance on the municipal budget. While the EPWP was introduced as a national government initiative to address unemployment and poverty, the shift towards municipality places additional strain on the already constrained municipal resources and raises concerns on the long-term sustainability of the program. The IFP also cautions against the manipulation of the program as a tool for party activism and campaigns in the upcoming elections. In planning for the recruitment program post-December 2026, the process must focus on social-economic needs, be transparent and equitable. Speaker, subject to these concerns, the IFP supports the extension of the expanded public works programs. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Naidu. Councillor Paskin.
Thank you, Speaker. Poverty alleviation initiatives in our municipality, providing temporary income, variable work experience, and supports critical municipal services such as waste management, community safety parks, maintenance, and services. Action SA therefore acknowledge the need to avoid any disruption to these essential services. However, Speaker, while we support the continuation of the program, we cannot ignore the serious concerns regarding its management. The recent findings of the AG highlighted weaknesses in governance, oversight, compliance, and accountability within the implementation of the EPWP projects. Similarly, Speaker, the Minister also has repeatedly expressed concern that the program has drifted away from its intended purpose of providing temporary work opportunities and skills development, becoming vulnerable to poor administration unfair beneficiary selection, and inappropriate monitoring. In this report, council is asked to approve a 6-month extension at a cost of 53 million, with the municipality contributing 46 million from its own resources. While management assures us that funding is available, funding alone cannot justify extended contracts without simultaneously addressing the weaknesses that have been identified. This extension should therefore not become business as usual. It must be accompanied by stronger government measures, transparent recruitment processes for the next intake, proper monitoring of beneficiaries, regular performance reporting, and full implementation of the LG's recommendations. We support the extension, Speaker, because communities depend on these services, but our support must not be interpreted as approval of current management shortcomings. The extension should be treated as an opportunity to strengthen accountability, improve oversight, and restore public confidence. So thank you, Speaker. You late.
Supporter, ngicabanga ukuthi inesisiz zwethu nabantu abadwesi short nje fisheries work ngisho nabe hlangano kodwa kubalulekile bazoyala behlelo ezohluleka municipality come on. So when I'm to put that and so that's something and so fighting for and that we should be fighting for first. Friends and abantu abamnyama nokusha advance. Ngiyabonga kakhulu somlomo.
Thank you very much, Councillor Ndlovu. Councillor Mudi, Deputy Mayor.
Athi sikhuluma ngohlelo i-WP sikhuluma ngabantu futhi abanamabhizinisi asuka kubalulekile-ke ukuthi singabanaki kakhulu ababangaphesheya ngoba vele siyazi ukuthi imandate yabo ihlezi ukuba sendleleni yokuthi sikwazi ukuthi siye phambili. Siyabezwa kepha asibezwa. Sibuka le-item somlomo kubalulekile ukuthi as councillors singayikhiphi ekutheni umsebenzi wethu ukuthi sidlale oversight. Udabukisa kakhulu-ke ezwa wethu bekhuluma ukuthi i-transparent uma singu-item uhambe uyela la sivela khona la khona sithola khona i-report okuyiyona ingxenye i-accountability ekutheni ama-findings lawo khona njengomkhandlu sidila nawo kanjani. Ngicabanga ukuthi baku-action SA lapha sithi somlomo sicela ukuthi i-extension ibe khona. Sikhuluma udaba lokuthi election kufanele sazi ukuthi i-responsibility yethu kufanele ikwazi ukuthi iqhubeke. Siyacela ukuthi-ke umhlonishwa lo siphathele i-public works ophinde futhi anomhlaba eThekwini kufanele ukuthi asondele ukuze ezofulfilla i-mandate yokuthi lolu hlelo lukwazi ukuthi liqhubeke. SeThekwini ukuthi lo mkhandlu ubulokhu uqhubeka
nokuthi umthethwana akhona siqhubeke nokuthi sifake imali ezokwenza ukuthi le program iqhubeke sithi somnye i-item siyayisapotha kakhulu lapho uthatha i-figures lapho kumele izinto ezizokwenza ukuthi le item ingaphasi abantu besesekwazi ukuthi hleze benga-approve i-budget nami ngicabanga ukuthi abona ngani ngomhlaka-4 kufanele benzeni ukuze bavikele ukuthi umkhandlu ungayi ebantwini interest siyayisapotha kakhulu ezolila abantu bakithi siyabonga.
Thank you very much. Reporting. Recommendations. They are all thank you. We're not in support. We're going to, or the TA not in support. We're going to now move straight to MPEC. Then after MPEC is ethics report will be laid on table. Then after ethics report, we are dealing with the in-committee minutes. Then deal with in-committee item, which is 1. Now we are to conclude now our business. Chair of ethics, Chair of MPEC. Chair of MPEC.
Thank you, Speaker.
May you please summarize your report?
No, thank you, Speaker. Greetings to you and also to the councillors. Councillor MPEC has got 2 reports. It's the first report, it's UFW. It's for approval. The second report, it's for noting. Then the first report, which is UFW, the recommendations are on page 2. Secretary 2 Management Act, that's it. 13,560,363.28 as detailed in Annex A of the report. This side is good as far as return of that's 1.1. Then 1.2. Yes, investment expenditure totaling 71,250,599.3 cents. As detailed in the Sharpie of this report, recovered from the relevant price and from officials of the municipality. And the recommendation has been in accordance with the council's policy in relation to financial misconduct and oversight by the Financial Misconduct Disciplinary Board. So those are the recommendations, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Chair. Then there are speakers on the with the message from the independent. Answer Kuala.
Sisenze kahle nje ngoba singakhanda yenu nabo in the term. So expense management is emphasize as IFP ukuthi it must be in place because we council policy. Yes, there is a council policy. We understand ukuthi kunama categories, but the consequence management policy is a must. Let us to our 4 months down the line, but it must be there. Because the talks about see khuluma ngokuthi makushoniwe one of us fanele senze and 100,000. Sathi noma ingabikho inkinga. Siyabonga CFP.
Manje ukuthi yakho kuphela ukuthi umhlangano nemende ngeyakho lokusho. I don't Thank you very much, Councillor Kwala. Councillor Singh is Singh present? No. Councillor Kato.
Covered speaker.
Thank you very much. Councillors, the first two recommendations for approval, that councillors,
Speaker.
okay? They should say no. The next one is for noting is muted. Thank you. Right, the second report. Thanks, Speaker. The second report is work program for 2026-2027. It's an impact work program. It's for noting. Thanks, Speaker. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. We are now we've dealt now with that will deal with the ethics report. 12 ethics report.
Sorry, Solomon.
Late on the motion.
Sorry, Solomon.
Yes.
127. I'm not sure the request notice of motion. Are we mentioning?
127. 127. Emotion angena after ethics. Sitaita usho 4 of procedure. Thank you. Let's deal.
Some ngicanda sinama councillors awu-2 kuphela kwi-report yethu. First check ukuthi u-councillor
Declare it was A the day. Yeah.
Some councillor awu-2, councillor one, security, but committee is recommending ukuthi recommend as this council committee.
Very much. First report from the ethics. No. Okay, to things. I get that.
The second councillor Desmond Shongwa. On both bridges, and the committee is recommending formal warning for both bridges. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair, for the second report. Is the recommendation agreed, councillors, from the second report? No. No. Okay, let's record the TA is against. Thank you, Chair.
Speaker, no. The last one, Speaker, we want to appreciate umsebenzi wamakhansela and your office ukuthi okwamanje sibona kwehle kakhulu ukuvela kwama-councillors ukuza ekomitini of okusho ukuthi councillors now are doing their job. Sikushayela ihlombe kakhulu ngoba if you can see today we only have 2 councillors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair, for that really councillor we applaud you. It's encouraging. Because if it was very encouraging. Thank you very much for that. Keep it up, doing the great work. I'm going to deal with the notices of motion. Yeah, pick one. Happy. Ngibona ngale motion. Yazi ngibona ngale ngibona le motion. Kunani? Hey, please. Councillors, the motion is on page 127. The motion is from Councillor Kipre. It has been seconded accordingly. Hence, it is part of the agenda. Councillors, is the notice of motion agreed? Good, thank you. Motion is supported. We're back now to the procedure. For the motion, from the city manager. Never. Decisions agreed, Congress. Items for our meeting that we are going to and one title. I want to thank all the members of the officials that are part of the meeting from our live stream and to deal with the committee matters. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of the meeting. Those who have released, have a good afternoon. Thank you. City manager will indicate to let behind for your team. Thank you very much. That staff are excused except the local services staff and select secretary people. Otherwise, everybody can be requested calmly to leave the meeting. Sicela silinde bandla eminyango khona sifike ngo-lift babo la. Uthi sifike njengobani? Uthi basilinde khona bafike ngo-lift babo. Congratulations.